Hello, my name is Judy. Welcome to the Liberated Multitasker. Today I want to try freeze drying yogurt bites. This is my favorite yogurt. It's vanilla flavored and it's non-fat. It has high protein. And I'm going to try putting them in these molds. I got these from Amazon and I got 6 because if I fill all 6 and freeze them, I should be able to fit them on my 4 cube freeze dryer trays. I have some strawberries that I grew from my garden last year. I had in the freezer. I freeze dried them and then I powdered them up. So at least on one of these containers, I'm going to add some freeze dried strawberry powder and make it strawberry flavored and freeze dry those. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I've read that different brands freeze dry better than others, and so we're just going to see. This is a Greek yogurt and it's non-fat. So I'm going to try freeze drying one plain and one with strawberry powder. It may be an utter fail. We will find out. This one is most definitely our favorite. I like that it's high protein. I don't care about the non-fat part. I think some fats are good for you. But then I like to put fresh blueberries in our yogurt, and it's almost like a dessert. We love it. So on the days when I've been bad, sometimes that will be my supper. You know, I think I am going to get a Ziploc bag and cut the tip off and see if I can't squeeze it in just so I don't make a huge mess on these molds. So let me do that. Let's start with that. That's not all of it, but we'll start with that little bit. Zip this up, and let me get some scissors. Cut that tip off, and hope this isn't a disaster. This is going pretty well. All right, I'm kind of liking this. I like the idea of the molds, but then I didn't really think through how I was going to get it in there without making a huge mess. Each of these squares is ½ an ounce, which is 1 tablespoon. It takes 2 tablespoons to make an ounce. So each of these, if I was to fill them up, which I'm really not doing, it would be about 20 ounces. I can freeze these and then punch them out and get probably one and a half molds on one tray to freeze dry. And cover this one. Stick this one back here. And let's do another one. Now let's do something a little different. Now I'm going to try adding some strawberry powder in, and I will give it a taste test to see what it tastes like. So I have a bowl full. I'm going to use a tablespoon, and this is just strawberries freeze dried and powdered from my garden. So I'm going to try a tablespoon here, maybe 2. And let's see what this is going to look like. I'm just going to stir it up really good. I'm sorry, I forgot about this. I had a doctor's appointment this morning, just an annual checkup. So it was that time for them to draw blood and run my numbers. We do that about once a year, just as a wellness check. I'd seen some videos with Greek yogurt or non-fat yogurt. It does better if you add some fruit as a bonding agent. So I thought, well, why not add my strawberry powder? I really hope this works out. Yes, that tastes more like strawberry yogurt. I think it's time to get it in here in our bag and see if we can't pipe it in. All right, I'm a numbers person. I like numbers, I like budgets, I like figuring out anything with numbers. I just like it. You might not be, a lot of people aren't. I am. So I like that each of these squares is a tablespoon, half an ounce, 2 is an ounce. If I want 4 ounces of yogurt, that's 8 squares. I like that. You can kind of figure out what your serving size is, even though it's just a delicious snack. Now I do realize if I had flipped this edge inside out, I wouldn't be having quite this much problem. But you know, I didn't really think of that at the time. That's what happens when you get excited about a project. You think about all the things you should have done after. That may be a day late and a dollar short, but let's see. All right, here's the strawberry bites. So right now, I have 2 molds of just plain vanilla yogurt and 2 molds filled with strawberry vanilla yogurt. I'm going to go ahead and put these in my freezer and have 2 more molds to do, and I'm going to try to split them, 1 plain and 1 strawberry. I'm going to use my sheet pan. Now to mix the rest of the strawberries. So I think I will do 6 tablespoons. All right, so I'm going to put these in the freezer. I've wrapped them with saran just as a little extra layer of protection on the top. We'll let these freeze. I will load my trays of yogurt bites and put them in. So I will bring you back when that happens. Now it's time to put our yogurt bites in our freeze dryer. I've already started it. The temperature is down to 25, so it is time to insert the food. I've already inserted the yogurt bites. These are the ones with strawberry, plain, strawberry and plain. These came out of the molds extremely easy. I'm very pleased. Close this. And it says press yes when food is inserted and start. All right, and there it goes. I'll bring you back when it's time to check the yogurt bites. Okay, so now our yogurt bites are done. They took, I believe, 37 and a half hours. So I did them for 4 extra hours just to make sure they were good and dry. So let's check out a strawberry one. It breaks apart. See how dry it is? Still holds together. And so now I'm gonna try it. That's good. You're gonna need a little water. It's a little dry. It does melt in your mouth. I see why they do the bites instead of the squares. I think the bites would melt in your mouth better. I am also going to try to rehydrate some. Now I'm going to show you this tray. These are the plain non-fat Greek yogurt, and I want you to watch this. I mash down and it just powders. So this one I can pick up. If I try to break it in half, that one holds together okay, but this one just completely disintegrated. What I'm going to try to do is put a couple of these in a bowl and add some water and see if we can rehydrate these. But first I'm going to try this piece. It still has the vanilla. It still has the vanilla flavor, but it's super dry. So as far as Yogurt squares, I think these are a fail. What I do want to see is if I can reconstitute them. I'll powder them up and then measure them and see how much yogurt to how much water to reconstitute, if that works. See, now it's just liquid. So I added about 4 squares. I'm gonna add 2 more squares. So we go give this a second and see if we can't get it to the right consistency and see how it tastes. And then that would make it a win. It wouldn't be yogurt bites, but yogurt powder that you could reconstitute and eat as yogurt, and that's still very much doable. Let me show you this consistency. You see here? That's gonna be about a 2-to-1 ratio. So let me give it a taste. It tastes just like yogurt. So what I'll do is I will powder these up to make yogurt, reconstitute to yogurt, and then I will store these as yogurt squares. You've seen me package up things before. I'm not gonna bring you along for that. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I really hope to see you soon.